They laughed at humans, until our hidden 7th-Dimensional vessel crossed into reality. The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Chen Wei stepped onto the crystalline platform. Around her, representatives from 47 star nations observed with barely concealed amusement. The Vraxi delegation, tentacled beings from the Andromeda sector, rippled with what their translators rendered as laughter. The humans wished to present a weapon? High Archon Melthor's 3 eyes blinked in succession, a gesture his species used to express disbelief. How quaint. Chen maintained her composure. For 2 centuries, humanity had endured this condescension. Ever since first contact in 2157, Earth had been the galaxy's favorite joke. Humans were weak, slow to reproduce, bound to 3-dimensional space like primitive insects. Their ships were laughably inferior, their weapons crude projectile throwers in an age of quantum disruptors. Not a weapon, High Archon, Chen corrected, her voice steady. A vessel. The chamber erupted in chittering, buzzing, and various forms of alien mockery. The Catharn ambassador, a being of pure energy contained within a magnetic field, pulsed with colors that translated to derision. Your vessels barely achieve transluminal speeds, the Catharn said. You navigate the void using primitive warp drives while the rest of us fold space itself. What could you possibly show us? Chen smiled. It was the smile her grandfather had taught her, the one diplomats wore when they held all the cards. Project Chrysalis, she said simply. The holographic display activated, showing what appeared to be empty space near Jupiter's orbit. The alien representatives leaned forward, confusion replacing their amusement. There was nothing there. Is this another human joke? Melthor demanded. Wait, Chen said. The display's temporal readings began to fluctuate. Then reality itself seemed to tear, not in the violent way of a spatial rupture, but with mathematical precision, as if the universe were origami being carefully unfolded. Something emerged. It defied description in 3-dimensional terms. The vessel appeared to exist in multiple states simultaneously, its hull phasing in and out of observable reality. Sections of it seemed to exist before they appeared, casting shadows that preceded their source. The ship's geometry was impossible. Angles that shouldn't connect did. Surfaces that folded into themselves without disappearing. The Catharn's energy field flickered erratically. That's impossible. Nothing can exist in 7-dimensional space. The mathematics alone, we solved them, Chen interrupted. It took us 50 years. 3 generations of our best minds and the sacrifice of 12,000 test pilots who never returned from failed dimensional transitions. But we solved them. The Vraxi delegation had stopped laughing. Their translator remained silent. Chen continued, her voice growing stronger. You mocked us for our limitations. You were right. We are slow, fragile, bound to linear time and 3-dimensional space. But you know what we are that you're not? She paused, letting the tension build. Desperate. The holographic display zoomed in on the vessel. Its designation appeared. USCS Prometheus, United Sol Colonial Ship. But the specifications made the assembled aliens recoil. The ship existed simultaneously in 7 dimensions. It could move through time like others moved through space. It could be in multiple locations at once, firing weapons before the trigger was pulled, arriving at destinations before departing. The vessel didn't just bend the laws of physics. It existed in a reality where those laws were negotiable. When you have overwhelming advantages, Chen said, you grow comfortable. The Vraxi have dominated through superior numbers. The Catharn through energy manipulation. The Melkari through quantum technology. You all stopped innovating centuries ago. High Archon Melthor's skin had turned a pale shade that his species associated with fear. You're bluffing. The energy requirements alone, Jupiter, Chen said quietly. We converted Jupiter. The revelation hit like a shockwave. The assembled aliens understood immediately. Humanity had transformed their solar system's largest planet into a power source capable of sustaining a vessel that existed in 7 dimensions simultaneously. You destroyed an entire world? A voice gasped from the Centauri delegation. A gas giant, Chen corrected. Uninhabited. We did what we had to do. The chamber dissolved into chaos. Some species called for immediate sanctions. Others demanded humanity share the technology. The more perceptive ones remained silent, recalculating their entire strategic paradigm. Chen raised her hand, and the noise subsided. "We're not here to threaten you," she said. "The Prometheus is not a warship. It's an explorer. We built it to reach places even you cannot, the spaces between spaces. The moments between moments, the realities parallel to our own." She gestured to the display, where the impossible vessel rotated slowly, phasing through dimensions like a whale breaching the surface of an ocean. "For 200 years, you've treated us like children playing with toys. You've denied us seats on the Security Council, excluded us from trade agreements, patrolled our borders like we're criminals in our own neighborhood. You did this because you could, because we were weak." The hologram shifted, showing dozens of similar vessels in various stages of construction across the solar system. Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, all being converted into dimensional power sources. "We're not weak anymore," Chen said. "We're not asking for respect. We're not requesting a seat at your table. We're informing you that humanity is leaving. Not just Earth, not just this dimension. We're going to explore the 7th-Dimensional multiverse. And when we return, if we return, we'll have seen wonders and horrors none of you can imagine." High Archon Melthor found his voice. "This is madness. The risks are ours to take," Chen finished. "That's what you never understood about humans. We're not just desperate. We're not just innovative. We're willing to risk everything for a chance at something greater. You play it safe. You've been playing it safe for millennia, and that's why you'll never do what we're about to do." She turned to leave, then paused. "Oh, and one more thing. That seat on the Security Council? We don't want it anymore. We'll leave a liaison for diplomatic purposes, but Earth's focus now lies elsewhere. Literally." As Ambassador Chen Wei walked out of the chamber, the aliens sat in stunned silence, watching the holographic display of humanity's impossible vessels preparing to breach the boundaries of reality itself. The joke was over, and the galaxy would never be the same.